According to multiple sources, the incident started when Ben 10 was backstage before a show and sat down on a chair where YB had laid out his performance outfit. This wasn't just any regular clothes. We talking about a custom designer outfit worth thousands of dollars that YB was planning to wear on stage. When Ben 10 sat on it, the clothes got wrinkled, and when YB saw what happened, he completely lost his shit. The footage that's been circulating.
Imagine paying a couple of thousands for a fit, and then nigga sit on your clothes. I would've crashed out too, nigga. What the?
Shows YB going off on Ben 10 yelling, "You said what? I told you about my clothes. You my little daddy. No, fuck that, my clothes." But what people don't realize is that this video only shows the beginning of what turned into a much more serious.
No, he was talking about his dad. He said, he said, "You my little daddy." That's not what he said in the video, monkey dude. Y'all people, bro. I just watched this fake ass video. Man, NBA Youngboy just started a war with 4K Trey after doing horrible things to Ben 10. Shorty, tap in.
My brothers in this, y'all nigga black my eye, man. I don't want to talk. Go get my shake bag. Go get it.
Youngboy is really out here fucking up his crashed dummies like they his kids. We got footage of NBA Youngboy literally beating the brakes off NBA Ben 10, and this shit is going viral for all the wrong reasons. I'm talking about a full-blown fight between YB and one of his own homies that left Ben 10 with a black eye and got him kicked off the whole damn tour. But here's the crazy part. This all started over some wrinkled clothes. Yeah, you heard that right. Youngboy beat up his own mans because Ben 10 sat on his outfit and made it wrinkly. We got the footage of YB yelling at him about it, and according to my sources, that argument escalated into a full physical altercation that's about to change everything in the 4K Trey camp.
I shoot for my clothes. Shoot! My fucking dad. Ain't no bitch for my clothes.
This ain't just some regular backstage drama. This exposes how Youngboy.
Just because a nigga got money, y'all letting to disrespect y'all is kind of diabolical if you ask me.
Really treats his crew and why people been saying he got serious control issues. Let me break this whole situation down for you, because what happened between YB and Ben 10 shows you exactly how toxic this whole organization really is. Before we get into this fight footage, we gotta establish who NBA Ben 10 really is and why this situation is so shocking. Ben 10, real name Benjamin Fields, been one of Youngboy's closest homies since they was kids growing up in Baton Rouge. This ain't just some random affiliate. This is someone who been riding with YB through all the legal troubles, the beefs, and the come-up. Ben 10 been featured in multiple YB music videos, been on tour with him, and was considered part of the inner circle of 4KT. When YB was locked up or dealing with legal issues, Ben 10 was one of the people holding things down and representing for the crew. This man was loyal to a fault, which makes what happened even more disturbing. But according to people close to the situation, Ben 10 been having problems with how YB treats people for a while now. Sources tell me that Ben 10 was getting tired of being disrespected and treated like a child, especially when he felt like he had earned more respect through his loyalty over the years. The relationship between YB and Ben 10 represents something bigger. It shows how
Bro, I just don't understand this, bro. You got niggas that been with you your whole life and you be disrespecting them, all types of goofy shit, bro, because, like, I don't know. You got more than them, like, you're more known and shit, like, you're bigger than them. So you bigger than them, you treat them like some minions, it's diabolical. Imagine being looked at as a minion.
Power dynamics work in YB's organization and what happens when people start questioning his authority. Ben 10 wasn't just some yes man, and that independence is what ultimately led to this explosive confrontation. Now let's talk about what really sparked this whole situation, because the details are wilder than anything y'all could imagine. According to multiple sources, the incident started when Ben 10 was backstage before a show and sat down on a chair where YB had laid out his performance outfit. This wasn't just any regular clothes. We talking about a custom designer outfit worth thousands of dollars that YB was planning to wear on stage. When Ben 10 sat on it, the clothes got wrinkled, and when YB saw what happened, he completely lost his shit. The footage that's been circulating.
Imagine paying a couple of thousands for a fit, and then nigga sit on your clothes. I would've crashed out too, nigga. What the?
shows YB going off on Ben 10 yelling, "You said what? I told you about my clothes. You my little daddy. No, fuck that, my clothes." But what people don't realize is that this video only shows the beginning of what turned into a much more serious.
No, he was talking about his dad. He said he said you my little daddy. That's not what he said in the video, monkey dude. Y'all people, bro. I just watched this fake ass video.
Confrontation. According to witnesses who were there, YB's anger escalated way beyond just yelling. He started getting personal, bringing up old issues, and basically humiliating Ben 10 in front of everyone backstage. This wasn't just about clothes. This was YB using the situation as an excuse to assert his dominance and remind everyone who was in charge. Here's where the situation went from verbal to physical, and this is where the footage that's going viral comes from. After YB finished yelling at Ben 10 about the clothes, Ben 10 apparently said something back that set YB off completely. According to witnesses, Ben 10 told YB he was tired of being disrespected and that he wasn't going to keep taking that type of treatment. That's when YB snapped. The footage shows YB rushing Ben 10 and throwing the first punch, catching him off guard and landing a clean shot to his face. But it didn't stop there.
Oh, nah, bro. Got your punched on is crazy, bro. All because you said you ain't trying to be treated like that no more is diabolical if you think about it.
He continued throwing punches while Ben 10 was trying to defend himself and get away from the situation. What makes this even more disturbing is that nobody in YB's crew tried to break up the fight. They all just stood there and watched their boss beat up their homie, which shows how much fear and control YB has over everyone around him. These people were more scared of YB's reaction than they were concerned about Ben 10's safety. The fight only stopped.
Man, they ain't scared about his damn reaction. They scared to lose everything, cause that nigga, how else they go eat for real? Niggas, half them niggas ain't got their own stuff going on. They need YB. Most of them niggas need YB, so they let him do what he do to them niggas.
When security finally intervened, but by then the damage was done. Ben 10 was left with a black eye, a busted lip, and his pride completely shattered in front of everyone who was supposed to be his family. What happened immediately after the fight shows you everything you need to know about how YB's organization really operates. Instead of apologizing or trying to make things right, YB doubled down on his position and made it clear that Ben 10 was no longer welcome on the tour. According to sources close to the situation, YB told his team that Ben 10 was disloyal and disrespectful, and that he couldn't have people around him who didn't know their place. This wasn't about the clothes anymore. This was about YB making an example out of Ben 10 to show everyone else what happens when you question his authority. Ben 10 was immediately removed from the tour bus, had his backstage access revoked, and was basically exiled from the 4KT organization overnight. This man went from being part of YB's inner circle to being completely cut off, all because he sat on some clothes and then had the audacity to defend himself when YB disrespected him. The most disturbing part is how everyone else in YB's crew reacted. Instead of showing support for Ben 10 or questioning YB's behavior, they all fell in line and acted like Ben 10 deserved what happened to him. This shows the level of psychological control YB has over his people.
What else can you call it other than being a minion, bro? Honestly, there's no other word for it, but you're a fucking minion, dude.
But here's what makes this situation even more serious.
They got a new name for it, yes man. He got all these yes men around here. No niggas that got their own word in their life. You ain't got no say so about nothing. Niggas is little boys, bro. He treat them like little boys, as they is.
This ain't the first time YB has put hands on his own people. According to multiple sources and previous incidents, YB has a pattern of physically disciplining members of his crew when they step out of line or disrespect him. DJ Academics confirmed this pattern when he visited YB's house and witnessed him yelling at and putting hands on his homies. AK described it as watching a father discipline his children, but what he was really witnessing was an abusive power dynamic where YB uses violence to maintain control over his organization. The Lil Dump situation is another example of this pattern. When Dump showed up with a busted lip and blood on his face, people immediately suspected that YB was responsible. Dump never confirmed or denied it, but his silence spoke volumes about the fear and control that exists within YB's circle. This pattern shows that YB doesn't just see his crew as friends or business partners, he sees them as subordinates who need to be kept in line through fear and intimidation. The Ben 10 incident is just the latest example of this toxic dynamic playing out in public. What's really disturbing about the Ben 10 situation is the psychological aspect of how YB maintains control over his people. This wasn't just about clothes or disrespect. This was about YB reasserting his dominance and reminding everyone that he has the power to destroy their lives if they step out of line. The fact that Ben 10 had been loyal for years didn't matter when it came time for YB to make an example out of him. This sends a message to everyone else in the organization that loyalty only goes one way. They have to be loyal to YB, but he doesn't owe them the same loyalty in return.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And it's a lot of people like that. Like, they think the loyalty is just supposed to be one way instead of vice versa. Niggas is, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say. Niggas is wild. Niggas is goofy. And I don't know, bro. Niggas be wanting to be in control so bad because there is a bigger person. And he got a lot of minions that's gonna ride with him and do as he say. Let them niggas say, get down and kiss my feet. Them niggas gonna get down and kiss his feet with they gay ass.
The way everyone else reacted to the fight shows how effective YB's psychological control really is. These people were more concerned about staying in YB's good graces than they were about defending their friend who was being assaulted. That's not loyalty, that's fear. This type of psychological manipulation is common in abusive relationships and toxic organizations. YB creates an environment where people are dependent on him for their livelihood and their identity, which makes it almost impossible for them to stand up to him or leave the organization. From a business perspective, YB's treatment of Ben 10 represents a massive failure in leadership and relationship management. Ben 10 wasn't just a friend, he was an asset to the organization who contributed to YB's success and helped build the 4KT brand. By destroying that relationship over something as trivial as wrinkled clothes, YB showed that he values his ego more than he values the people who helped him succeed. This type of behavior creates instability within the organization and makes other members question their own security and value. The public nature of this incident also damages YB's reputation and makes it harder for him to attract and retain quality people in his organization. Who wants to work for someone who might beat you up and exile you over minor mistakes or perceived disrespect? This incident also exposes YB to potential legal liability. Assault is a crime.
Yeah, like, who want to work somebody that's about to put the knuckles on you for no reason? Like, honestly, I just clicked something on accident. Yeah, this just pissed me off. This just pissed me off. We're gonna stop it right here though, cause we got everything we needed. He beat the brakes off this man for no reason. But it was, I could see, okay, you crashing out about your clothes, but going up and punching on this nigga about it? Is you crazy? Well, yeah, this nigga crazy, but like, wow. Because he said he ain't about to keep getting disrespected like that. Hell no, bro. Niggas need to grow up and stop being goofy, bro. Niggas ain't your kids. Them niggas is people that do anything for you. That shit get wild, bro. It get to a certain point where niggas get tired of that. So, like, comment, subscribe. We up out of here.